Thank you. Now to a not guilty verdict against a former Hartford police officer that is sparking some racial tensions. The white officer shot and killed a black teenager 4 years ago. The victim's family expressed both anger and sorrow following today's verdict. We have team coverage tonight, beginning with News Channel 8's Mark Davis.
The verdict came shortly after 1 o'clock. Not guilty.
Quiet, everyone. Be seated. Be seated, young man. Marshals, deal with him.
The outburst quickly spilled outside.
This is the justice system, a jury of Lawler peers, because there wasn't no black or no Hispanic people on the jury.
He just got away with killing my son again. He killed him 2 times in his lifetime.
Cynthia Bryant is the mother of Jayshawn Bryant, killed by fire from Lawler's gun in May of 2005. Shot because Lawler thought he and his partner were in danger from a gun that was never found. She was overcome by the verdict and had to be taken away in an ambulance. The 6-member jury took just a day and a half to find Lawler not guilty in the case for shooting Bryant and another youth who survived his wounds. The father confronted him as family members watched.
You got away with a crime, right?
And that is your opinion.
There's no next time, all right? No next time.
Other family members were not so calm.
You've been arrogant. You've been confident in yourself. Tomorrow my brother's birthday, and I don't get to say happy birthday. You get to go home to your family.
Lawler never took the stand in the trial, although he had testified before a grand juror that concluded there was sufficient evidence to charge him. He said today he wants to reach out to the families of the shooting victims, but won't say he's sorry.
Being sorry, to me, my own personal belief, would be admitting some type of wrongdoing. I did nothing wrong. What I did do is possibly the worst decision a police officer or a human being ever has to make, and that is taking of a human life.
Lawler also said today that he would discourage any member of his family from going into police work because he says the constraints are so great now, it makes their job almost impossible. Jayshawn Bryant would have been 23 years old on Wednesday. From the Hartford Newsroom, Mark Davis, News Channel 8.
And tonight, the mayor of Hartford is calling for peace among members of an outraged community. City leaders don't want to see anger over today's verdict turn into violence. Our team coverage continues this evening with News Channel 8's Bob Wilson, who joins us now live from the capital city. Bob, everything quiet up there?
Everything is pretty quiet. As a matter of fact, I'm going to step out of the way and show you. This is Main Street right here in the north end of Hartford. Very, very empty, very quiet right now. But you saw all that rage and emotion inside the courthouse, outside the courthouse. They're afraid it was going to spill out onto the streets.
The streets of Hartford are quiet. The church is open for counseling, empty. Extra police are patrolling the streets after former Officer Lawler, a white Hartford cop, was found not guilty for shooting an unarmed black youth. Police are concerned the anger and aggression inside the courtroom will spill out onto the streets.
I hope you die in your sleep. I hope your kids die. I hope your kids die in their sleep.
Well, the incident happened right here in this parking lot. And if you take a look up over here in the neighborhood, people say they've seen lots of police going round and round, patrolling the neighborhood, trying to take the edge and tension out of the air.
The cops out here trying to make sure nothing happens.
You've been seeing a lot of cops?
Yeah, they've been out here since later.
What, are they just making sure nothing happened?
Yeah, they're going around each block. They park up in the hill.
Next to the lot where Jayshawn Bryant was shot is a salon.
It's sad. That's one word, man. Sad. It's pitiful. It's not a real good look on the justice system.
That was a crime today when they gave the man not guilty.
And while people in the north end of Hartford are upset and emotional, they do not expect violence or rioting in the streets.
It's just going to go in the books. The man died at the hands of an officer. And I mean, nothing's really going to happen because people have become desensitized.
And we actually saw cases of that. I went up to a group of young men and said, "Excuse me, what do you think about the verdict?" That was it. I said, "What? You don't have anything to say?" And they said, "You know what? It's what we expected." And they walked off. Very calm, very peaceful. I'm Bob Wilson reporting live in Hartford, News Channel 8.